we are on an expedition around India to discover 100 unique and iconic motorcycles.
Motorcycles will define the face of Indian motorcycling.
This is Indian 0 to 100 motorcycles.
There are many ways to pay tribute to someone or something important in life. Musicians do it by creating a song. Movie makers do it by making a movie. But if you are a motorcycle enthusiast, then what could you possibly do to celebrate something that made a remarkable difference to your life? You get your motorcycle customized. We met one such gentleman, a retired army officer, Colonel Vivek Chadha, who is also a motorcycle enthusiast and rides a Harley-Davidson Super Low.
Good morning, Colonel Chadha. A very warm welcome to you on our show, India in 0 to 100 motorcycles.
Thank you.
So when did you get this bike?
I bought the bike in October 2012.
And when did you get it customized?
Just after 8 months of buying it.
Oh wow, that's pretty quick. What inspired you to get this theme?
I'm Fauji. You can't really take Fauj out of a Fauji, you know. You may retire, you may do whatever.
Right.
So the theme which was closest to my heart, which I felt could best portray my personality, was the theme of my battalion, which is 248 years old now.
But this is not your typical Harley. This particular Super Low has been upgraded with the 1200cc kit. And that is still not its speciality. Its uniqueness lies in its custom paint job, which reflects the Colonel's battalion and a part of his life in the army.
Starting with, like what 1768 means. It's
Okay.
right there in the bold capital letters.
So 1768 is the year of raising of the battalion.
Okay.
So that is when the battalion was initially it came about. So that's very close to 250 years.
Wow.
That's how old it is, and it's one of the oldest battalions in the infantry in the Indian Army.
Right.
The centerpiece, I would say, of the bike is really the fuel tank, and it has various parts to it. So if you look at the main part of the fuel tank, it has the image of a soldier as well as the world map, which is essentially signifying the soldier of the battalion and various parts of the world where the battalion has fought battles. So the side of the tank is again it's a very historic image. It's an image of dispatch riders. Dispatch riders were used in both in peace and in war, and especially in war, to take messages from one place to another.
And they're on the motorcycles.
Yes, so they are on motorcycles, and which is why it is so significant. Then the history gets taken off on the seat as well.
Yeah, this is quite an interesting seat, haven't
This is a beautifully hand-tooled seat which has been made. The image here is of a junior commissioned officer, a JCO, from the Second World War period.
Okay.
And it says Jangi Paltan Cha Vijay, so which is Jangi Paltan should be victorious.
Victorious.
So that is what is again being etched on the side of the seat.
That's quite a lot of detailing, like the entire history of Maratha battalion forces here on the bike. Thank you so much, Colonel Chadha. It's a beautiful bike. I cannot wait to relate myself to it. Can I take it for a shot?
Yeah, sure. Be my guest, please.
In the end, we are compelled to say that this experience did leave us feeling patriotic. And we are so glad that Colonel Vivek Chadha chose a motorcycle to pay tribute to his battalion. From a custom Super Low, we now present a motorcycle which is at the other side of performance, the Suzuki GSX-R1000. Superbikes. They are nothing short of a rocket ready to take off into outer space. The difference is, on a superbike, we are often chasing a finish line, or perhaps the horizon. Either way, the experience is absolutely worth it. And when the superbike in question is a MotoGP edition GSX-R1000, the experience is even more worthwhile.
Alright, so I'm riding the GSX-R1000 MotoGP edition in a beautiful blue, and boy does this bike look fast even standing still. Today I have with me Mr. Pawan, who's got this bike which also rides as Pawan as fast as wind. So before we ask Pawan why did he get this bike, let me tell you that this is a very special motorcycle. This is the 2015 GSX-R1000 MotoGP edition, which means Suzuki bought this out to celebrate the return of Suzuki in MotoGP.
The engine and other mechanicals are unchanged, but the special blue livery does increase the road presence of Suzuki's superbike. This particular GSX-R is clearly the last one of the current generation, as Suzuki has already revealed the 2017 GSX-R1000 concept bike earlier this year.
So the Gixxer series was actually launched in 1985 with the 750, and the GSX-1000 first came out in 2001, which is obviously, this one is the current avatar of it. Now tell me something, how does the bike ride and the power, all these kind of things compared to your previous motorcycles especially?
Handling wise, it's pretty good. Power is like the most amazing bike which I've tried till now.
The original GSX-1000, they were known for its brutal, unrelenting power.
True.
And it was very difficult to handle. So tell me, this one doesn't have the ABS, right?
No, it's...
Or traction control?
No.
Really, you need this, it's very brutal. I was riding it, and all it wants to do is spin the wheel and do, power wheelies and stuff.
True.
Thank you so much, Pawan, for letting me ride this bike.
I'm glad.
And ride safe.
All we can say is this MotoGP edition is a fitting tribute before Suzuki launches a completely redesigned avatar of their flagship sports bike.